And welcome back to Let's Talk News. Now, we have a guest with Ella. Introduce this gentleman because I won't be able to do it properly.
This is Terry Scott. He is a fellow Brit. So I'm really interested in that.
Yeah, that's the great part about this. A fellow Brit. Yes. What a great introduction, right?
Well, you would think, yeah.
Yeah, but you're also one of the managers here at the Queen Victoria Pub.
Well, not actually manager. They call me different things, but, I take care of stuff.
Well, Terry, first off, welcome. And thanks for being part of our show here. One of the things I was taken back by when I first came to the pub is how everything was just so authentic looking. Mm-hmm. At least my interpretation of authentic. Now,
well, it usually helps my homesickness. Mm-hmm. So I feel like I can just kind of walk in here and I don't have to fly 3,000 miles to see something. Yep. I love the skyline as well on the...
It's amazing how many people actually think that's real. They say, oh, it's very dark outside. I go, what? Seriously?
Yeah.
Well, obviously, we've got a lot of things to be able to cover here. First off, I'm going to start with some of the ambience because, again, we're in the Queen Victoria Pub right here in the Riviera on the famous Las Vegas Boulevard. Mm-hmm. Let's start here with where we're sitting. Okay, this pub was originally owned by whom?
This was actually the Rat Pack booth. So they would actually come in here and meet after the shows. So you get a feeling when you actually sat here of what happened in the past. And Frank Sinatra would have his own telephone here. Just amazing the history in this place.
I just burst into a Frank Sinatra song, so I'm channeling Frank.
The chairman?
Yes.
Okay. Well, the thing is that my understanding was that the actual bar here was actually owned by Dean Martin at one time?
You know what? I'm not 100% sure of that. That's quite possible because this was an Italian restaurant before we took it over.
Okay.
And the booths ran all the way along here, and then we built the bar, took those booths out, but left this one here because of its history.
Well, the thing is, but that's not the only history in this place.
Oh, no, not at all.
Because the back corner of this room was also used in a very, very famous movie about Las Vegas called Casino.
Casino, yeah.
And so it's really fun because when you come to Las Vegas, it's not, or if you're here from Las Vegas and you're going up and down, it's the history. It's every one of these places has some little nuance or some little story about them.
Lots going on.
Especially the older places such as the Riviera and the Sierra and so on and so on. So it's great. It is absolutely great. Speaking of great, if you notice, Ella's here.
I am.
Therefore, there's food. And we have an absolutely outstanding breakfast here. I've got a couple of questions I'm going to ask right from the start. And the first one starts with my beverage. In London or in England, in the UK. Okay. Make me sound very international.
Yay!
Would coffee be served at breakfast?
Generally, coffee or tea.
Okay, that's why I'm always thinking, well, Brits are so big on tea. Maybe it's tea also for breakfast?
Yeah, I prefer tea for breakfast.
Hot chocolate. I go for hot chocolate.
Really?
Yeah, I don't do tea very much.
Oh, I love tea. I have 5 or 6 cups every day.
Yeah. I go for hot water though, with like
water?
some lemon. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm like, and it's interesting in America because it's like, you sure don't want tea? I'm like, yeah, okay, tea without the tea bag. Yeah. That's everyone just looks at me strangely, like, why would you want?
Do they charge you for it?
Depends where I go.
Okay.
I don't mind, but I'm like, my hot water, please. Yeah. Anyway, back to the food.
Back to our breakfast here. And what I'm going to ask is, okay, the eggs and the meats, whether it's sausage or what I would call bacon. A ham, bacon.
English bacon, yeah.
English bacon. The potatoes, okay,
Bubble
and the toast.
Fried bread and bubble and squeak.
Bubble and squeak?
Yeah, bubble and squeak. It got its name from the...
It sounds like a doll.
Right, like
a squeezy doll. No. Bubble and squeak.
Maybe that's what your stomach will feel like.
Right, yeah.
But beans for breakfast.
Baked beans.
Baked beans, Heinz baked beans.
Is that very British?
Oh, yeah.
To turn around and to have beans?
Oh, yeah.
With all of your meals?
And the tomato, and I love the bangers. I'm not the biggest fan of sunny side up eggs though.
No, I'm not. I like to have them basted.
Me too.
All right.
I don't
I'm getting quite the education here on breakfast. But always this large?
Yes.
I mean, because this is a pretty good sized plate here.
Yeah, that would keep you going till 11.
Well, you get your biscuit for 11 cents, right?
That's it, yeah.
And where would you actually turn around and have? Okay. Where would you actually be served a breakfast like this? Just about anywhere? Would it be in a pub? Wow.
But everyone has their local cafe that they go to, isn't
Right,
it? Like,
yeah.
and then your local pub for
Uh-huh.
drinking in the day. I haven't lost it.
Like a
I was just going to say,
transport
you're
cafe.
having way so much fun here.
I am.
And we're going to be having fun all this week because we're going to be taping all this week here at the Queen Victoria Pub. Terry, I want to thank you so very much for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
And Ella, I'm going to ask you a question. The bangers,
Bangers, yeah.
that's what I would call sausage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so bangers, is this the mash?
No.
That's not the
Well,
mash.
you could think about it like breakfast bangers and mash, if that works for you.
Okay, I'm going to get it. In the meantime, I'm going to have some lunch. In the meantime,
Yay.
you're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to be talking with Ms. Valerie Amber. Will be up next. So don't you go away. We'll be back right after this. Nice, this is like fun.
No, you should actually get some.
So I turn around.
Actually, that was actually, it's quite good.